Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Jungle Room, brought to you by the Gung Ho Revolution Film Festival. The Jungle Room is where we watch or read and review your film and screenplay submissions to the Gung Ho Revolution Film Festival. So, no more wondering if your submission was watched or read. We're going to talk about it right here every week. As always, we want to start off and thank our sponsors. I'm still thinking about holding off on the official announcement, but I won't. We are going to host the second annual Gung Ho Revolution Film Festival at the St. Louis Public Library at the Central Branch. It is a stunning location downtown. More on that later, but we have some excellent partners over there, and we're looking forward to that collaboration. So, of course, as always, I want to thank our currently sole revolutionary sponsor, Mob Entertainment. Mob Entertainment, they are a revolutionary sponsor, and you can take a look at their video game Poppy Playtime right here.
Terrible things have happened. Where do I even begin? You are perfect. Too perfect to lose. You're in grave danger. She's watching your every move. So you better be careful. Mommy doesn't like guests. A new playmate! It's been so long.
Anyway, massive shout out to Mob Entertainment. They were really revolutionary, and the title, the namesake of that sponsorship level is very important. So thank you again, Mob Entertainment. Balk Realty, as stated before, Brandon and Melissa Balk were attendees and massive supporters of the festival last year. They donated tickets to their ALS charity fundraiser, which raised over $13,000 towards ALS research. So massive shout out to Brandon and Melissa Balk. The Headshot Company. Massive shout out to the Headshot Company because they are one of our newer sponsors. And the Headshot Company, beautiful name, kind of explains it all. If you are looking to up your game on your resume or your CV, or if you are an actor or an actress and you're looking to get your name out there, a stunning headshot is the way to go to start things off, because that's the first thing people are going to see. If you have a crummy looking picture and it looks like you shot it on your iPhone with a terrible background, it's going to speak volumes to people, as opposed to a professional, stunning headshot from the Headshot Company. Check it out, see what it can do for you. Another partner, actually a sponsor as well. We're really excited to announce that the Missouri Film Office has now partnered with the Gung Ho Revolution Film Festival, which feels like a huge endorsement, particularly in the wake of the current political news of potentially passing the rather generous tax incentive through wherever the hell tax incentives have to go through, whatever people have to say, yay or nay to that. Look at the details of that. It's 20% on top if you are filming in Missouri, and then there's some other incentives to get you all the way up to 40%, which is nationally very competitive. Hybrid Real Estate, a full-service boutique real estate. So Create is a proud partner of the Gung Ho Revolution Film Festival. I would urge all writers, and particularly those of you who will be submitting to our open submissions in about 1 week to the screenplay competition, in which you get to choose locations to write to, and the pictures will be posted on the 1st. A lot of those emails have gone out already. So Create is a really interesting and immersive screenwriting experience that helps people like myself who tend to need a little support in the focus department. So this is what I've found in my time with So Create, is that if you're looking to spend some isolated time writing about your characters, or some isolated time writing about a setup or a location or whatever, you can really do that separately instead of, like me, having 1,000 note cards God knows where. You can also obviously get back into the main piece of the page. As I said before, I'm still learning on So Create, so I'm very excited to learn more. If you are submitting to the Gung Ho Revolution Film Festival script competition, there will be an access code to get a nice discount on a yearly membership to So Create. If you are fed up with Final Draft or Celtics or any of these places that kind of have a stronghold on the industry, check out So Create. They are a really revolutionary writing system. Rusty's potato chips, small batch handmade potato chips, and they are delicious. You guys will be able to look forward to having some of those at the film festival. So thank you, Rusty's potato chips. Kalinga Production Studios, they were a partner with us last year. They will continue to be this year. So anyway, guys, let's get past this portion and get right into what we're here for, which is the movies. So today, and pardon my pronunciation, we are going to watch The Bathtub by Sergei Marty-Maltas and talk about it. Okay, I just finished The Bathtub. Woof. Awesome. Awesome. I'm almost blown away. You know, it was sweet. It was short. There were 2 locations, and they were hardly locations because, I mean, I want to get into all the scoring, but I'm really taken aback because this just achieved like everything that I think a short film can. And it did it so simply, and it did it so beautifully. Everything worked in this movie. Everything worked in this movie. So I'm going to go top to bottom through these, through the judging form here on Film Freeway. So originality and creativity. The title alone was kind of interesting. I don't know that I've seen much. I mean, it didn't reinvent the wheel in terms of narrative or story or character or anything like this, but I think it's so rare to see something with such a massive message of optimism that I would almost give it an originality and creativity score for that. Creativity, I mean, off the charts, because they had 2 locations. There was a guy in a bathtub and a girl calling him from her home office type thing, which her bedroom, her obviously everybody works at home now. Great. Direction. This is one where I just have to give the benefit of the doubt to the director because, it was so simple that I would just hope that they were very involved in directing the actors. But benefit of the doubt, I don't really have much to say because it was very, very simple and in the best possible way. Very, very simple. The writing. Oof, perfect. I loved it. It was heartwarming. The characters were believable. Obviously, some of that's due to the performances, which we'll get to. The writing was fantastic. I mean, all the right marks in all the right places. It was great. The writing was fantastic. The cinematography, perfect, stunning. I mean, it was indistinguishable from an absolute Hollywood movie of the highest caliber. Nothing to nitpick. I mean, I think that the editing was also interesting, and it highlighted some of the cinematography. Just because there was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 camera angles that they jumped between, and then of course like B-roll, mostly in the bathtub space. Clara's the girl who's calling the guy in the bathtub had minimal, there was only a couple angles, but good. Cinematography served its purpose beautifully. It was well lit. Very good. Performances. So I have to kind of do another benefit of the doubt here because I'm not a Spanish speaker. I could probably understand some of this movie, but not enough to I had to read the subtitles the whole time. But in my opinion, the performances, and particularly because there were so many moments of silence where you really had to just sit with the characters' reactions, the performances were amazing. It's funny that I'm going through each of these categories and just so overwhelmed by how good it was. Production value. Shit, that was the best part. I mean, the production, they took such good advantage of the 2 rooms they were in. Their production value was just perfect. It was wonderful. It was everything that needed to be. There was depth to the frame. There was, I'm a big fan of more stuff. A lot of people say less is more in, whether that's salting your food or whatever. I don't believe that applies to production value. And this production value was stunning and smart and simple and perfect and natural, and everything was good about it. Pacing. Perfect pacing. Loved it. It was such a I was almost in tears a couple times throughout the movie. But it's such a feel-good movie, and it was paced accordingly. Yeah, really good. Structure, yeah, perfect. I mean, I always think structure in short films is a little difficult. Structure was good. I don't, they didn't reinvent the wheel in that or the pacing, but they were both very good. Sound and music, it was very simple and it served the purpose of the movie. The sound, they clearly had a sound team, both on set and then afterwards. There was a guy in a bathtub, so there was a lot of the splashing that I think that they had to get right. So that was difficult. And then the last kind of section here is average. I mean, perfect. It was great. I loved it. I really hope this shows up at the festival, because it was one of, if not my favorite thing I've watched. And actually, this is the second year of the festival. Even with last year, this is one of my favorite things I've watched. I adored this. I absolutely adored this. I'm going to show my wife later. She's one of the judges for this thing. I think she's going to like it as well. So we can't do any official selections on the show because we only have 2 days to fill, but Sergei, Marta, Marty, Maltas, really, you put something very special here together. And I really, really dug this thing. I'm reinvigorated by what short films can do. I'm so proud that this is definitely in the lead to play at the festival. We got some terrific movies, really only one of them a friend of mine submitted, so I happen to know that it's really good. But of the movies we've watched, there's only been one other that was very good, and this was just excellent. I adored it. I'm not going to keep saying anymore, but anyway. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching the 6th, 7th, 5th episode of The Jungle Room. Again, thank you to our sponsors. They are really the kind of lifeblood for keeping us afloat for this festival. We're only a second-year film festival and growing. Remember, first, that's a week from next Wednesday. Submissions open for the script competition, which is separate from the general submissions, and that is to have your script produced. Remember, writers, you have to write using the locations that we've already picked out. Those pictures and video will be up online on the website, www.gunghorevolution.com. And writers, one more time, if you guys do end up using SoCreate to write your piece, let us know. We want to hear how that is, because that's been a really amazing partnership, and we're excited that they are supporting the festival, and we're excited for you all to try out that new software. Okay, we will see you all next time. Thanks for joining the Jungle Room, and we will raid, watch, submit, review, all that next week. See you later.